Cameron.
And Weir garlic for Martha.
There are over 120 different things in this collection of Cameron Thompson's wares, each one special, handcrafted as only he knows how. His showroom is the old toll house, built in 1740, rescued from dereliction just in time to give this man a new life. Further west we come to Cullen, another early natural magnet for the tourist. Cullen even had its own railway company, 5¼ miles of it, opened in 1886, continuing independently until 1923, before being taken over and finally closed in 1965. It's the motor car and the bus which brings the folk and the trade today. Way back in 1868, a crofter at Cullen struck a hoard of bronze articles, spearheads, axe heads, swords, bracelets, dating back to the people of 4,000 years ago who built this stone circle just half a mile from Cullen Bridge. New people of their time who had the art of working with metal. Loch Tayside is rich in stone circles, although few are complete because local folk used them for building. But the old trade of metalwork still goes on, here at Keltneyburn Smiddy, which has an air of past centuries about it, though today the work is more likely to do with modern machinery than horses. John Cumming is an Arcadian, one of the new settlers who came here just at the right time to take over from the old blacksmith. What about the work?
Always plenty of jobs, large variety of work. We do the general forge work and making gate fittings, etc. We make gates and railings for new houses. We repair broken farm implements. It's pretty good in a creative line right enough, but a lot of it is just general repairs. I've been here 8 years altogether, and I was 5 years before that in a harn working for G.R. Smith. But I found out that this place was on the go. Mr. Law, he was the retired blacksmith here. He'd been retired for 2 years when I spoke to him about the place. And he was very keen to see somebody new starting up here. So that's how I came about getting into this place. And then we fled here after purchase about 3 years ago. So that's how it stands.
When John left Orkney, came to Loch Tayside and landed this place, he got more than just a fair variety of work. He also found a wife who became interested in metal work on her own account, using it more as a form of sculpture. Art for art's sake, if you like. Displayed for the tourist, she found it sold. She had been trained at Edinburgh College of Art as a potter. What made her switch crafts?
My husband started me off welding and brazing, and I just carried on from there. I still occasionally need help to make something square. I'm not very good at making things that are square and stand level, and I have to get my husband to help me with that. But most things I make all on my own. I like to just start with the metal itself. A lot of things I make, they take shape partly from the bits of metal that are there. You know, I work in a very cluttered kind of corner, and I have all sorts of bits and pieces lying round about me, and very often it's the pieces themselves that suggest the things I want to make.
The metal has certainly been good at coming up with suggestions. Look at the range of this finished work, bent and beaten from raw bits of metal to end up as genuine creations.
When I've done the work of
Aye, the Loch Tay boat song, sung from the heart, and I'm on my way to meet the singer of it, Mary Sandeman, Anika to most of the world now because of her Top of the Pops hit Japanese Boy, but a gold medalist Gaelic singer to the folks of Loch Tayside. Mary's father, Pat, has had a love affair with Loch Tayside all his life, and ever since she was a wee girl, Mary has been coming here at weekends and on holidays, so she regards it as her second home. And now that she herself has a family of two lively lads, Ian and Duncan, she likes to bring them to Loch Tayside whenever she can. I feel lucky to have timed my visit so nicely. She's certainly looking well.
It's lovely up here, Tom. It's one place that I feel I can escape, relax and enjoy myself, and it also reminds me of my Gaelic history, which was very much brought to life in this area.
Here in Loch Tayside?
Here in Loch Tayside, yes indeed. When I was about age of 10, I started competing at the Gaelic Mod in Aberfeldy, which is just down the road here. Many happy memories of those days, and of course it brought me up to gold medal standard with the teaching of Joan Mackenzie. Took me to places like the Outer Hebrides, where I met my husband. And now history is a way of repeating itself because I've got the children started competing at the Mod and hoping that they will perhaps follow a little way in my footsteps. Duncan is doing pipes, learning to play the pipes at the moment, and this year we had him competing at the Aberfeldy Mod too. And Ian was doing a little bit of recitation at the Mod too, and history is a funny way of repeating itself because it was exactly the same competition at exactly his age that he has now won the same prize that I won all those years ago.
Giles, ha cúbig acamsa echo dúddi gôl pol mór fatta it sy'n dronach go fŵr. Giles, ha mar anyamith ach satte sin o goi. Noed vis me is on clwychedish, sam roes van woord.
Now, since you've reached the top of the pops, your image has changed a bit. But you haven't changed any. Is your affinity to the Gaelic still as deep as ever?
Very much so, and I'm very conscious of trying to keep that side of it going. When I'm dashing off to Germany or to Dallas or wherever, I still always carry with me Scottish and Gaelic traditions. Can you imagine me sitting in the middle of Luxembourg, for example, wearing a kimono and my funny black wig and singing a Gaelic song?
Were you doing that?
But yes, I was.
And
Yes,
how did it
indeed.
go down?
Went down an absolute treat. People are fascinated, and this is what I feel I like to do, is to sort of spread the word abroad that we do have our own culture, we do have our own history, and it all stems back for me to Loch Tay.
Wonder if you can remember the first song you ever sang in Gaelic.
Oh, yes, I think I can. Hami ski smilum heen, buenyaranich dunan, and that is, I'm tired pulling bracken all alone by myself.
How about giving me a wee snatch of it?
Hami ski smilum heen, buenyaranich, hami ski smilum heen, buenyaranich dunan.
Remember the song.